Alright guys, welcome to Opera House, and this level's gonna be tricky on Nomads. I definitely used one of the boats to blow up the bombs. Oh yeah, the boat that blows up the mines, I remember that. Okay. So there's a guy down there, and since we are doing this on no meds, what we're gonna need to do, I think this should work, we can backflip off of this, have our grenade launcher out, and pop off a grenade on the guy. Beautiful. What's after Opera House? After Opera House is Offshore Rig, and that's the level where Laura basically gets kidnapped and she's locked up in some cargo room, and she loses all her weapons, meds, and flares. The thing about Opera House is whatever ammo you've rounded up, it's really best to go ahead and use on this level, because on the next level, you're going to lose it and have to start from the ground up. Maybe come down a couple spaces and then we can backflip. Or not. Okay, let's just climb up like that. Alright, so that opens up a hatch for a key. We can see there's a dude with a bat down there, so we're going to have to dispose of that guy pretty fast. That's the door that we come out. Alright, so over here there's that swinging block that we saw when we started the level. We're basically right back where we started. Because there's some dangerous fights later on in the game, or in the level, and I really can't afford to lose much life to this first guy. Okay, we're going to equip the shotgun right away. Okay, that was better. I think we might have had to lose a little bit of health there. Just from the fall. Let's see what's over here. Nothing. Alright, so this guy gives us a small med pack. Unfortunately, I can't use any, but, still. Alright, so now we got, I believe it's the Ornate key. Alright, so we gotta be careful here. Make sure you don't get hurt by the glass. Alright, so let's remember, these are breakable tiles, so it's best we get across these as soon as possible. This is definitely a part where you might want to save. It's very easy to end up losing health here. A lot of health. Alright, let's use the Uzis. I think these are best, at least for the armed guys. Okay, lost a little health over here. Now, we remember that shortcut route to get the secret. These levels remind me of the Colosseum level in Tomb Raider 1. Yeah, that Colosseum level was a pretty memorable one. Let me try it again. Okay, that did it. That's tough. Yeah, it's really tough. I want to have at least 40% of the health left by the end because there's that final boss fight at the end of this level, which you want to have health for because that's a tricky fight. And, yeah. If you're doing a no-meds run, you can't allow too much damage on guys that you know you can get by without it. Oh, I think I remember what you can do. Yep, you can just go like that and avoid pretty much all damage from the block. Okay, so that releases a club dude, and I think there's a guy with a gun out there too, and he's the one that I'm actually much more worried about. Maybe I could just bypass this guy. Actually, let me reload that without a wasted grenade. Alright, shotgun shells and flares. I wish games were still kind of unpolished like this, and you have to suspend disbelief a little to make it work. Feels like a bet escape than hyper-realism and more interesting. Yeah, I agree with that. What some of these old Tomb Raider games have done is that they've thrown me off because I'm so used to games just auto-saving. But in the old Tomb Raider games, you have to always save. And if you ever forget, well, you're starting a new game. I agree, I like the older ones way better than the new. I like some new games, but I thought the old Tomb Raider games were better. Let's see, there's a boulder. Yep, there it is. Yeah. And actually, about the old Tomb Raider games is that I thought The Last Revelation had some of the best aesthetics I've ever seen. And although the newer Tomb Raider games are much more sophisticated, I thought that The Last Revelation had far better aesthetics than many games that come out today. Oh crap, I forgot about that guy. Alright, so, let's see, that guy's armed, he's dangerous. Hmm. There's so many armed guys in this level, which is going to make it really tricky on nomads, but I think I can pull this off. You know what, actually, let me retry that. I want to see if I can do this on no damage. At least for that guy. But this guy is tough. With the shotgun, I might be able to pull this off. The old tactic of playing Ring Around the Rosie worked pretty well on some of these armed guys. Now, for some of the later games like 3 and Last Revelation, they made spin-on-spot enemies, so I had to stop playing Ring Around the Rosie once I got to about Tomb Raider 3. Alright, so we can kill those Dobermans. This must be where you get on the elevator. Oh yeah, I remember this. I think that's the elevator switch, but we don't have access to it yet. Yeah, we don't. Last Revelation is probably my favorite. Oh, I loved Last Revelation. I especially liked Alexandria. Boulders in this game are cheap shots. Almost as bad as the boulders in Resident Evil. You know, I've never played Resident Evil. Oh crap, so there's an armed dude and a dog. That's not a good combination. Okay, that seemed to go okay. I would say the worst combination to have at one time is an armed dude and a dog. When you go to the Irish island in Last Revelation, it was terrifying. Oh, actually, I think you're thinking of Chronicles Double Escapement. But, yeah, I played Chronicles recently when she did that Irish level, and it was pretty freaking terrifying. Last Revelation is all in Egypt. I know there's an armed dude on the stage. Oh crap, there's that armed guy up above. I have to be aware of him. You're right. Alright, so we'll take his med pack. And then let's come over here. We'll activate this boulder and then just step back. Whoa. I was really scared for Laura there. Alright, so I don't think there's anything in this room. I don't even think there was any reason to go in there in the first place. I love Last Revelation too. I think it feels the most like a more reasonable location. I love the museum you raid in Alexandria, but I think you got stuck in infinite loops of levels and couldn't figure out how to progress. Yeah, especially in Alexandria, there's quite a loop there. Especially with the Pharaoh's Temple of Isis. Like, you can either go to Catacombs or to Temple of Isis, and a lot of people go to Temple of Isis first, I guess because it's easier to swim there. But there's actually no need to go to Temple of Isis until you get both Pharaoh's Knot and Pharaoh's Pillar, which you find in the Hall of Demetrius at Lost Library. So I think a lot of people get really stumped in that part of the game. Too bad for me, I lost my grenade. Automatic pistols, and pistols are all I got, so I might as well use the automatics. Whoa! Okay, this is better. Infamous B, how's it going? Why would Opera House need boulders, sandbags to make... Sandbags make sense, but boulders don't. I don't know, man. It's in Italy. And who knows, that might have just been another way to keep out people they didn't want. Or who knows, they could have even used those boulders for props on stage plays. I have no idea. Alright, so we want to go down here, and there's a bunch of fans you have to avoid. Luckily, this part's not too bad. We need to get this key. Lurking while I make dinner. Ah. Well, that's okay. So I think we'll jump here. Alright, so this part's tricky. You have to backflip up here. Oh, and we actually want to go up here first. And you might want to light a flare because you might get in a hurry to go grab the Jade Dragon, which is up here. But if you go too close, you're going to get chopped up by the fans. So it's best we get that and get out. Alright, let's save. I thought you could push it. No, maybe you need to pull it. Oh, and now I see. Yeah, we need to move this block that way, because we need to use this block to create a space to push the higher up block. Okay, I can definitely tell there's a guy up above. Right. This is definitely the toughest level so far on Nomads. Alright, that should bring him down. We actually could do a banana jump around there from up above and quickly get to the end of the level that way. But I like to do the complete run. Alright, so let's see if I can get this guy to come out. Alright, that took care of him. Alright, so when we first come over here, there's going to be a dog, and then there's going to be a second armed dude, and we want to... see, have I got anything in the Uzis? Nope, but I think I can use these. Let me see if I can grab these without getting sandbagged. It's probably not possible. He probably just went down at a bad spot. Man, I could really use the Uzi ammo, but I guess I'm not going to get it this time. Alright, why don't we go ahead and trigger this sandbag. Come on. Maybe not. Ah, she can still get him. Nice. Alright, let's save again. Okay, there's a couple sandbags in here. Let's go ahead and trigger this one. Alright, there's one over there. Let's go ahead and trigger it. I think that's it for this room. Okay, now let's go ahead and do what we need to do up there. Jessica, how are you doing today? Okay, so that should, I guess, lower the drawbridge over there. I think if I do a running jump, I can make that. Oh crap. Rat. Okay, so that lowered a sandbag, which I think drops a trap door. Which is one that we could use. But let's back up, because I think we need to hang from this ledge. Oh crap, is there force damage here? There might be. Or we can just avoid it by backflipping and falling in the water. You might want to light a flare down here, because this part's dark and creepy. So, I think you want to go into this little tunnel, because this is where you get our second secret, the Stone Dragon. And a little bit later, we're going to get the Gold Dragon. Okay, so we pulled the switch, now we can come this way. So now we can find this, which I believe is the relay box, which we'll go ahead and go up and use. Alright, so now let's come up here. Oh wait, no, we gotta close that door first. It's like by closing the door to the opera, it's open to the control room.
No. No.
Oh, wait, no, this isn't where we use it. We need something else first. So I think to get to the highest level of the Opera House... Oh, yeah, we need to go back through this way. Let's try right here. Ah, here's where we use the relay box. So this will enable us to use the elevator. Alright, so before we use the elevator, we can come up here and claim the Golden Dragon, which should give us some ammo. Basically, by getting that, we get a bunch of Uzi clips, or Uzi ammo. So, that switch opens up this door over here, which is going to be like a little shortcut to get back to the Opera House. Alright, so now let's go back around this way and try to use the elevator. Alright, we need it to come up so that we can take it down. Right, so I think you can pull the switch, cause the elevator to go down. You've got a couple seconds to get on it before it actually takes off. Some grenades might be nice, but I don't have those right now. Okay, that'll probably do. Alright, so we got less than a quarter of the health left. I don't know if I can still pull through like this. Maybe. I am still worried about that big boss fight at the end. I really don't think I can lose any more health before that. I mean, I have to do the rest of this flawlessly, and then maybe if I'm lucky, I could lose 10 to 15% of my health bar on the boss fight. and then get to the end of the level with just a sliver of health left. That's what I'm hoping for. So there's still something that we need down here. Let's swim around a little bit. Alright, so that's the circuit board. Okay, if I want to go up, I believe I'm going to have to go out the other way. Oh. Man, I was about to try to running jump, but then I realized that if you did that, you would have bumped Laura off. Not too good. Alright, so now we should be able to use our circuit board. Okay, so I think that opens up a door to get to a room in the back. Oh, let's save this part. See. Alright, so this is a pretty big warehouse room. I believe we need to pull out this box. This box. I don't know why my words break up so much. Right now, let's see what we got going on in here. Nothing. Right, we triggered that one. Definitely save. This is where we have that big finale. There's the big dude. He's like the big boss guy. But there's a couple of dogs down there too, so let's see if I can get a good view at him. That's going to open up the door to exit the level. Okay, we still got Macho Man. And then there's a couple of dogs down there. Right, we get some grenades out of him, but we're gonna lose them really fast. Alright, so that should be the end of Opera House. Alright, cutscene. I did Opera House on no meds. Rayla, what's up? Yeah, it's going great. I just completed Opera House. Opera House is the worst level in the game.
But it's not.
I know, right? It's such a headache.
one day you will get a speeding ticket for the tongue, Fabio.
Hey, it's just a gut feeling that maybe you are wrong to look
know.
there.
Is your belief so fragile? Relax. Breathe deep. The gut, Fabio. It's no more direction than a simple through and out. Honest. When my father left when I was alone, he confided to me that he was enlightened. Echo myself something greater than impulse. He possessed the Seraph. But he was just a disciple in this design. His death, plotting a path to be sought by the One, his son. You understand? Have faith, Fabio. Not Gatrod. We are searching the right place.
I know it. I believe it, Marco.
I mean.
Heroes, have you fixed that rail yet?
Oh, and this is where Laura gets clubbed. Alright guys, 44 minutes for Opera House. No meds used, all 3 secrets found.